Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spa. I am your host DCryp and welcome to the start of the AOR Formula 3 Season 1 right here at Spa. Really iconic track for the Formula 1 calendar. Long straights, fast corners, and yeah, a lot of fights going on between drivers. Where a lot of historic things happened in the past year, like the Grand Prix of 1998 when there was a horrendous crash in the rain here. So yeah, this will be an amazing Grand Prix. It's the first season. We'll have 2 races today, but let's go to some league information right here. So league information right here for the AOR Formula 3 season, as we per night host 2 consecutive races. We'll have a 10-minute qualifying session. They'll decide the grid, of course. We have a 20-minute race going on, and the grid is formed up with 22 drivers maximum. All the cars are locked with the default setup. The driver cannot change anything on the car, and the season consists of 14 rounds in total, starting from Spa and ending in Donington Park. During the race, there is a mandatory pit stop you have to complete. All the drivers have to complete it at least once, otherwise it could be a penalty or disqualification. So let's continue to track information. The track is 7 kilometers long, or 4.35 for American friends. 102 meters is the highest elevation change between turn 7 and 15. That's higher than the Elizabeth Tower or Big Bang in London. We have 90 corners, 9 to the left, 10 to the right, and 338 is a max speed captured through Blanchimont. Distance to turn 1 is 270 meters and 40 times. So now let me introduce you to our new teams, which number 1 Slowpokes with Essex and Tim Eitema. Next up we have Fierce Racing with Malibako and Freeman. Third off we have Canam Cannons, including Huwins and Rudy Bird. Next up we come with BFR Honda with Graphics and Panda 8. We have a Bedtime Crew up next with Ori and Alien Bams. Number 6 is Apex or Rust with Cheeky Monkey and Metal. Yeah, really nice. And last but not least, HNS Motorsport with Hampus Soderberg and Sarv H25. And now let's look at the awful lap I've made myself at Spa. Alright, so here we are coming through the chicane. Excuse me for my horrendous lap I've made, but there we go. You need to be early on the throttle as you come out through the chicane. And now we're waiting to cross the line, and there we go. Line is crossed into 5th gear. Heavy braking so by the 100 meter board. Down into 2nd gear we go. This is a really wide exit, so you need to have a really good exit on this because you have a lot of straightness before it. As you can see, I had a bit of oversteer, but that wasn't too bad. So next up we have El Rouge and Radulon up ahead, going flat through it in 6th gear. So amazing stuff right here. And now this is one of the longest straights, but this is not the straight that we hit the max speed on. That's gonna be in Blanchimont. So as we see in 3rd person, the car slowly coming closer. Of course, on the inside of the cockpit it looks way faster, but in front of us we have a heavy braking zone down into 3rd gear. You need to cut through these corners. Watch out for the curves because they can spin you out really easily. I mostly went flat through this corner. Down into 4th gear we go, and heavy braking into Bruxelles down into 3rd gear. This is a really understeery corner, of course, so you need to have it perfect. You need to get the perfect entry, perfect exit right here. Try to use as much curb as you can. Down to turn 11 you go. Use as much curb as you can on the outside. And in front of us we have Pujon, one of the fastest corners in this. Just slowly release your throttle and back flat on it you go. A lot of G-forces happen here, of course, also in Formula 1 cars. And now a heavy braking zone and down into 3rd gear. And try to accelerate as fast as you can, of course. Watch out for the curves because they're steep and make you spin out really easily. And next off, also down into 3rd gear. Use as much curb on the outside as you can. There we go, as I done it. And now this is the fastest section of the track where we hit around 238 kilometers an hour. right now through Blashamon, as all of those turns are going to be flat. And yeah, watch out for the curbs on the inside most of the time, because those are really high and the most dangerous turns, of course. And here we go into the last chicane. Used to be the bus stop chicane, but really heavy braking zone, hard on the brakes, of course. You need to go really easy because you can spin out like I did here almost. Just gotta be really careful on the throttle so you don't get oversteer. And now we're waiting for the line, and across we are. That was my quick, horrendous lap of Spa. Thank you. So now let's go into the race. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is DCryp, and finally here we are at a Spa, finally, as we're waiting for the grid to line up. And here it is. Practice is over and qualifying is about to hit us. It's around 10 minutes we need to wait for qualifying to be done for lights out. Sorry for that loud intro, it was pretty loud. But yeah, so as we see, 45 seconds for qualifying to start. And yeah, this will be really interesting to see what will be able to happen here. Hampus Soderberg, actually really satisfying lap from him. He set the fastest lap in time trial, which was pretty amazing to see right here. So we'll see, because yesterday we had a bit of a test race going on, which I didn't stream yet. But yeah, that was pretty nice. He won by, I don't know, like 30 seconds. So yeah, let's talk about a team that I didn't mention yet in the back, and that's the Blues Clues with Dev and Jeff Jacobs. I was too late on the video, so I couldn't. Anyways, hello everyone again. Hello, hi chat everyone, and here we go with qualifying. 10 minutes of qualifying. Let's see what will happen as my safety car is right back in the end, as we have Essex, the first guy to leave the pits. Sorry, excuse me right there. So Essex right here. Behind him we have Spencer Huwens, Tim Eintema, the Dutchman, Young Ori, or I should just say Ori. Yeah, and Bacho just sent me good luck, so thank you, man. I'll definitely need it. Hello, Shimon Chilong, how are you doing today? So this is Hampus Soderberg, who had an amazing time last time, as you see him coming through El Rouge. Behind him, Medal, in a nice black and red car. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. Let's look at Young Ori from Bedtime. Is it Bedtime Crew? Yeah, it's Bedtime Crew right here. So all of those drivers are doing their flying laps after this warm-up lap. And yeah, it's gonna be lit, or you know, I shouldn't even say that, honestly. So let's look at Essex, because he was the first guy to leave the pits. Right now he's, you know, you need to have a good lap to warm up your tires, warm up everything you're doing, pretty much. And there he goes through Pujon. Hello Richie, I'm doing just great. How are you, Simon? Richie, you really should compete next time. That would be amazing to see. Anyway, there they go through those currents. Essex right now will be the first one to start. Spencer Huwens behind him, Tim Eintema behind him as well. And Young Ori right now, I should just call him Ori, it's way faster. And Hampus Soderberg, the person that we're expecting a lot from actually this season. A very good afternoon, Radiated Panda. Thank you for watching this stream. I hope you enjoy. So yeah, Hampus Soderberg is the guy we're going to be looking at as he goes through the fast corner right here. Behind him comes the Bedtime team. Anyway, let's go forward to Essex, because he's about to go through the bus stop chicane. There he goes, really wide on that corner, and there he is starting his flying lap soon, so early up to speed, and let's see how he will be able to do. Essex right now, he's coming into turn 1. I'm trying to see Essex. Yep, he's in the team Slowpokes. I need to remember all those teams, because it's really hard to remember those team names and everything. So Essex right now started his team lap. Behind him we have Tim Eintema for Freeman Racing. So let's look at Essex coming through El Rouge and Redlon up ahead. Hello Lord Uistar, how are you doing today? Sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you for watching the stream. So there he goes through the Camel Straight, speed trap 261 kilometers an hour. So those cars are really fast. And yeah, let's see who will be able to match the time of Essex soon, or any other guys, because Essex is in the team with Tim Eintema right now. And yeah, let's see which teammate will be the more dominant one in this team, because we have a full season up ahead in front of us. So it will be really interesting to see that, as we have 6 more minutes of qualifying left, and Essex is right now scoring his lap. But behind him, who that is Spencer Huens for the Fremen Racing team. So yeah, he's setting also good times. We don't know yet Tim Eitema as well for the same team right here. I think that's the Slowpokes right there. So let's go back to Essex for the team, and let's see. I'll keep calling you Lord, man. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so one thing I wanted to mention about the league as well is that there is only 10 laps of fuel allowed in the beginning, because the setup is completely locked and there's only 10 laps of fuel allowed. So there will be refueling in the pit stop lane, in the pit stop overall. So I calculated it, well, my friend did actually for me, and he said that it would be around 10 minutes into the race where the guys will have to pit, because they would run out of fuel. But here we see Essex coming through the chicane, and let's see what time he got. He got a 2 minutes 13.039, but the guys behind him are coming through. Here we have Huens with P2. Eitema now snatches P2 from Huens, and Ori comes into P4, and Soderberg sets a 2 minute 11.479. That's around 2 seconds faster than everyone else. Here we have Metal coming through right now. Cheeky Monk, who puts himself into P3. That's my car, sorry. Franco Susani, who needs to start line yet. Panda 8 puts himself in P9. And yeah, Pedrosa, the Portugalian, puts himself in P2. Susani, right now P9. P10 we have Linked Thick. But that's not over yet, because Soderberg might be able to set a faster time. And, you know, if he even breaks the record, that would be pretty cool, yeah? So, yeah, that was a quick lap. Let's look at Metal. Here we have Brotolozzi right now coming through. Essex right now on another lap, trying to improve his own time. We have Mali Bacho right here, who hasn't set a time yet, and we have to see what time he will be able to set soon. I'm hoping for no carnage into the first corner. That would be pretty bad, but you know, stuff happens, like everyone knows. And yeah, so Sarv25 puts himself in P3, the coordinator. Dev puts himself in P2, he's also a coordinator. And real quick, let me go into full screen. Hopefully I didn't crush anything. Nope, everything is still fine. So let's see what Mali Bacho, the guy that's hosting the server actually, will be able to set as he comes through the line. And for Mali Bacho, that will be not a valid lap. Okay, that was really disappointing. Alright, so as all the cars are on track right now, I'm having a bit of stutter issues, but here we have Sarv25 right now, or I should just keep calling him Sarv. He is for HNS Motorsport, if I said it correctly, in the number 3 car. His teammates with Soderberg, so this is going to be an interesting fight as Jacobs comes through into P3 right now. So good stuff from Jacobs right there. I'm curious for Soderberg's next lap, and I'm curious who will be able to put themselves in the winning points position, as Eitema just steals that position from Cheeky Monk. So that's interesting stuff right there. As let's look on the inside view real quick. Metal puts himself into P3 with an outstanding time. Well done for him, as Soderberg, sorry, not Soderberg, as we're looking at Sarv going through Pujon there, and right now down into 3rd gear he goes. So yeah, let me know in chat who you think will be dominant right here in the race. You know what, I'm betting on Soderberg. He put a 2 minute and 10 seconds right there. He's really quick, honestly. On his trial he had to put in for to join the pretty much league, he said a 1 minute 50, I think it was, on Austria or whatever. It was like 1 second ahead of everyone, so that was amazing. But it's not over yet, because we know that Sarv is also really quick. And the guy behind him for the Slowpoke team, I think that might be Tim Fransma. Anyway, without that, Sarv comes through the chicane. And will he be able to beat the time of Soderberg, as he has a sloppy exit from there? And no, that's 2 seconds off the pace, but he puts himself into P3. And Hazy pulls his time out of nowhere, and Dev, oh, beats straight off the time of Hazy. So yeah, well done for him. Good stuff, guys. Let's look at Panda 8, because Panda 8 might be able to set a surprising time. We never know. And yeah, so interesting stuff right here. Let's look at Ori, because he started off strong but put himself into an uncomfortable position right here. Ori right now with the bedtime crew right now, with the sorry guys, with the what was that team called in Formula 1? Force India. Yeah, now it's Sport Point. Yeah, I literally can't remember that name anyway. So he is teammates with Bams. Where's Bams? I can't see Bams. Okay, Aztec splits himself into P6. Bacho is making my leaderboard glitch out, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, as we have 18 guys in here. Linked Thick right now in P18. 2 seconds off the pace of Suzani. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see. Let's see if young Ori, man, I need to stop saying young Ori. I just want to say Ori, but you know, it just flows really well. You know what I mean? Alright, so let's see if someone will be able to actually beat Soderbergh right here, as we're looking at Ori right now coming through the fast corners, and as he is about to enter Blasphemon soon, the third sector of Spa. And we see a Baggio supporter right now, so hello to your fellow Serbian people. How are you doing today? And Jacobs puts himself into P4. So this is going to be interesting to see. Will Ori be able to set a time as he goes really slow into the bus stop chicane? Will he be able to set a time to put himself into P10? And oh, that's a horrendous slide right there from Ori. And what time will that be? He puts himself into P15 from the Dev is right now in the pits. Let's look at Jacobs, who just set a time. Actually, let's look at Pedrosa. Because we don't know, and Sarv sets a second time. Oh damn, okay, that's P2 for him, excuse me for my language there. Bacha right now also is coming through the bus stop chicane right now, and oh, as he almost spins out, that's a horrendous loss of time for him. But will he be able to put himself higher up in the grid or not? Let's see what that will be, and that is P2 from Bacho. Outstanding drive from him. So he beats Sarv right there, and who is that guy behind it? We'll see in a second right there. Amazing stuff right there. Bacho, really well done. I hope you saw that. We have a guy that disappeared from the leaderboard. No clue what that is about. Never mind, that's Suzani. Alright, so something glitched out. Let's see who will be able to put themselves even higher, as we have Meadow right here coming through the fast corners. Right now through Blasphemon they go. Really flat corner right here. And yeah, will he be able... No, that's not Blasphemon, is it? No. Oh, I think it is. Yeah, it's Blasphemon. Yeah, sorry guys. And there he goes through, goes really wide there, cuts the chicane completely, and just goes into the pits. Just gave up on the lap. Honestly, I would too. No worries. But Pedrosa in P7 right now. What will he be able to do as he comes right in? No, he doesn't come into the pit. So he's about to settle left, and will be able to put himself up from P7. What will that time be? That's P4 for him. Well done. So all the guys are almost in the pits. Jacobs isn't in the pits yet with Freeman, so let's see what Jacobs and Freeman will be set as they both come through the chicane. Freeman will be able to put himself up into... Okay, we didn't see a change, but let's see if Jacobs puts himself into, and he puts himself into P3, so that's qualifying over. Will someone be able to finish it? Yeah, Bortolozzi right here coming into the pits, and yeah, that was the last guy on track actually. So that's qualifying over for you with this session. And now we are going to wait for lights out. So Soderbergh into P1 it is. Well done from Soderbergh. Into P2 we have Mali Bacho. Well done. P3 Jeff Jacobs. And in P4 we have the coordinator Sarv. Then we have Pedrosa, Joao Pedrosa into P5. P6 we have Hazi. In P7 we have Def. Essex in P8. Tim Einsema P9. Okay. That'll be P10 for Bortolozzi, Madiel on P11, P12 Chunky Monkey. I love that name, mate. Panda is into 13. We have Spencer Hewins in 14, Freeman in 15, Ori in 16, Suzani from Oman. That's a really nice country right there. P17, P18 we have Veo, and P19 we got Linked Thick. As Bacho is saying, don't forget the mandatory pit stop. I am here in P20 in the safety car Mercedes ALMG. Yeah. So Young Ori just DM me if I like to call him Young Ori. Keep calling me Young Ori. So yeah, that's me right now in the back of the grid. Amazing stuff right there. So yeah, we're waiting for lights to go out. Remember to add minimal 1 liter on the pit stop, as it said up top right there. Yeah, so sad right there. Has he 1 second of P1? I got you, Lord. Alright, and it's lights out and away we go. And was that a jump start from Hampus Soderberg? We actually don't know. I got a bit distracted, but that's an amazing start from Pedrosa. I think he put himself into P3 right there. Here we have Jeff Jacobs right now, right behind Soderberg. And let's see if there's any carnage in the back end. Oh, that is some carnage actually. Who was that? Got no clue who that was. I think that might be Essex. No. Alright, all the cars are off, I think it looks like. Let's continue on the fight as we have Jacobs and Soderberg going side by side. So Jacobs is setting amazing stuff right here, but Pedrosa is joining the fight right now, and Bacho is not too far behind him as well. So this is going to be really interesting to see. There was a bit of an accident to turn 1, but that's no problem as Soderberg can going side by side. Hazy is going side by side with Essex, and there they go into the chicane. Who will be able to set a better time as they're going 2 by 2 by 2. So that is Jacobs, who fought amazingly against Soderberg as well, but it's not over yet. Let's look a bit in the back as we have Bacho and Pedrosa right now, really close to each other. Bortolozzi is a horrendous fight right here. Oh my god, that was almost 3 wide, and it is 3 wides through Bruxelles as Bortolozzi has a worse line right there. It's really crowded in here. Wow. Mado right now into P11, still not over yet. So the midfield is really close to each other right now in the racing team, as we see. So behind it we saw Bortolozzi, someone looking to throw a peek as Panda 8. Actually, a fun fact about Panda 8, he's driving in a number 8 car. So interesting to see as Mado is closing up to Hewins, and Mado is about to overtake Hewins as it looks like. There he goes. Mado goes into P10. Well done for him. Pits are open for 17 minutes and we have 18 minutes to go to the race as we have a car going wide. Who was that? That was Def. Oh no, unfortunate stuff for Def as he went into P18 from that collision, or it wasn't a collision. Let's look at the front a bit as we have a fight going on between Essex and Pedrosa right now. Pedrosa into P5 has fallen down. What happened to my camera? No clue, but they're going side by side. Are they? No, they're going side by side through the bus stop chicane. You have to be really careful here, of course. And that is Pedrosa coming into the pit. So that's a alternative strategy. Maybe he caught up some damage. So yeah, he's throwing a quick undercut right here. And I think that will be his only stop. So he'll be coming in for the rest of the race. And there's so much going on right here. And my car is still on the track. I forgot to go back to pits. I'm sorry. So sorry, guys. Anyway, continue to Spencer Hewins. My penalty. Oh, I hope I didn't cause anything bad from that. Alright, anyway, back to the race we go. Mado right now into P9, but he's really close. He's keeping Freeman honest. Dev is into P18 right there. So yeah, we'll see as Mado is right now causing himself to go into P8. As there is a car right now, that's Freeman going really slow, and he's I don't know if he's trying to break this pro. Maybe he has some damage right there. So we got Mado right now, who's also pretty slow, as Hewins right now behind him has been sneaking up on him. So will he be able to throw a peek? Let's see. No, but this is a pretty tense fight between Mado and Freeman, and you know they're keeping each other honest. They're good races with each other, and as we look, Hewins and Freeman are sandwiching Mado in the team. So yeah, that's interesting to see. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes right now on these guys, because these guys look like they are the closest. As we see Mado have an amazing exit from Pujon as we have 16 minutes left Hewins right now still close by Madel, so we're gonna skip that away as Pedrosa made a sick undercut right now on everyone. And as we go away from the camera, stuff happens. This is really unfortunate right here. As we see Bortolozzi, Madel had an incident right there. Man, I have horrible timing. I just have horrible timing. Let's look at Hazy right now catching up to Essex right now through, I think that is, I don't know what that is. Alright, as they're coming through right now side by side, they're about to go through the chicane. Who will be the winner of this? And it looks like it's Hazy. Hazy, the Polish man, is doing amazing stuff right here. Hampus Soderberg sets a 2 minute and 10 seconds, so he's almost beating his times. Jacobs comes into the pits, Sarv comes into the pits, so they're coming for the undercut attempt, as we're looking at Hazy and Essex fighting each other right now. So interesting stuff right there. Panda 8 right now overtook right now, and oh, what happened there? I think they had a bit of contact and Panda lost it a bit. That was Panda and Eintema, I think it was. I can't really sure, but that sacrificed Panda into P12. So yeah, a lot of things happened there as Essex is going side by side with Hazy through the Camel Straight as they're about to go through into last comps. Let's see who will be the winner from this fight, as Essex on the outside of turn 1, but he'll be on the inside of turn 2. And Essex, well done from him, puts himself into P2. Good stuff right there. Hazy into P4. It's not over yet with the fight. Still might happen as we're waiting. We're waiting and we're waiting. Okay. So as I look right now, I got a message from the last news. I clicked away from my live stream and I can't see the chat anymore. Alright, I see the chat again. So in the beginning there was an issue with the file setup, and all drivers had full fuel. So that means yeah, we'll just have to fill up 1 liter, I guess, for the mandatory pit stop. So it doesn't matter, but Essex and Hazy are still having a really close fight, as I am still in the pits with a safety car. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, Veo right now from last place is still in last place into the pits. Sarv into P18, but everyone needs to make a pit stop, remember. So the undercut is something that will be really good. So I'm hoping for Sarv and Dev that the undercut will work out. They're right now in the race as well, and we're looking at Essex and BA. What's up with my car? Why does it keep switching to static? I got no clue. But here we have Hazy side by side as he's later on the brakes than Essex right now and takes that position, and Essex comes straight into the pits. So that made Hazy lose some time, the Polish man. And yeah, interesting stuff right there as my Steam popped up for a second. So that was unfortunate, as a lot of drivers are coming to the pits, actually half of the drivers. So let's look at Sarv right now, who is in P18 as he is rising right now. Oh, he comes into the pits again. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so he might have caught up damage, or maybe he just went once into that thing. But the P1 right now, let's look at him, which is Soderberg. Behind him we have Abacho right now in P2. P3 we have Hazy coming through the Camel Straight, a Cheeky Monk right now in P4, and Eintema P5, who is caught company by Freeman still. So this is going to be interesting. 2 fights battling, and behind them we have Maddo and Bortolozzi right there having a side-by-side moment as Maddo touches it. No, they don't touch, and Maddo has a better exit and a better entry overall, and that's Maddo into P7. And oh, what was that? That is Cheek Monkey going really slow. That was really scary actually. What happened to Cheeky Monkey right here? I got no clue. I wish there was a replay option. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what happened there, but that was really dangerous from him. Right now let's go back to Maddo and Freeman as they're going side by side through Pujon. Yeah, it's really amazing to see those guys actually racing. Oh, and here we have Maddo actually setting move. Will it be 3 wide? No, it won't. Sad thing, but there he goes later on the brakes, and that's Maddo being dominant more. But because of that, Freeman lost some time, and Bortolozzi is straight up his gearbox, and that will be interesting. And Richie Branch is welcome back. I hope you're enjoying your teammate. Actually, someone has been really slow through there. And a lot of people have pits. So Sarvis in P17. And oh, there he is. Bortolozzi sneaking on the inside of Freeman through Bichemont. I forgot how this place is called. I'm sorry, guys. But we have 11 minutes of the race left. And Freeman is still... well, he actually dropped behind Bortolozzi, but down they go side by side through the bus stop chicane. Who will have the fastest line as Freeman comes into the pits right now. So yeah, there's no good refueling right now in this race as we have pretty much, what would I call it, an issue with the fuel. So there's just full fuel, sadly. So that's the main problem. But there we go, Panda 8 should be driving in a car 8, but that didn't happen, so that was a problem with that, I assume. As well as we see Chikimon come into the pits, because that's the reason why he was going really slow right there. So yeah, now the grid is a bit separated as Panda comes out side by side with Freeman. So interesting stuff right there. Nice battle that will be. I'm expecting really fun with it. Richie, what kind of tea you got? Tell me, mate. Let's see further at the grid, because they came out. Pedrosa right now catching up to Ori as well. My frame rate is not enjoying this for some reason, but it looks fine on the stream, so you know I got no issue with it. But we know Freeman, because Panda on his entry list said he is a rookie right now, a complete rookie. So Freeman with a bit of experience, will he be able to overtake Panda, or will Panda be able to set an outstanding drive right here and just defend really well from Freeman? We will see what happens as they come through Bruxelles. After this race, let me inform you a bit more. We'll have Canada, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And yeah, that'll be interesting as well. A nice iconic track for the Formula 1 calendar, even though we're not driving in Formula 1. But, you know, Formula 3, it's an upcoming to Formula 1. And let's see how many of these guys will come up into other leagues after this. Because for some, I know this is the starting grid pretty much. And yeah, as the grid is a bit spread up after those pit stops, Sarv right now into P16 after a good qualifying session there. I'm still pretty spooked about, wait, what was that? Who's going side by side? And that's Pedrosa and Ori right now going side by side. They're about to go through the chicane. Who will have the most dominant position? Pedrosa right there, really confident into it. Puts his elbows out, and yeah, outstanding stuff for them. Let's look at Panda 8, who's catching up to Huin slowly. So Panda 8 showing some pace, but you know, behind him we have no, actually in front of him, that's Huins in the Freeman Racing, and Freeman right behind him. So now it's Panda that's sandwiched, and Richie said he has grape tea, so I hope you enjoy that grape tea, mate. So we continue right now. Panda still doing good as Ori comes into the pits, and Matt will come into the pits as well. Two teammates, I think it is. I got no clue. I still need to learn the teammate names. So let's see if someone will come out of the pits. No one came out of the pits with those guys as they come through. El Rouge, Soderbergh set a 5-second gap time to Bacho. And why is it showing the tree? What is this camera angle? Somebody please tell me. I got no clue what this camera angle is. So right now into the pits we have Dev and Linked Tick. So we're looking at the fight of Panda 8 right now, because I am waiting for something to see. And honestly, I feel so how should I say this? It feels like I missed out on every crash until now, you know. Let's see if we can make something. I mean, I hope those guys don't crash. I hope they have a good race. But yeah, so Panda is the closest guy right now up to someone right now. Pedrosa right now still pretty close behind Bertolozzi right now. Interesting stuff. So let's see if someone will be able to make a mistake. Dev has been in the pits for a while, so I got no clue if that's a DNF or if he just has a long pit stop fixing, I don't know, he might be fixing his engine or something. So yeah, Panda, as we see Freeman behind him slowly fading away. So interesting stuff right there. Pedrosa right now, who's catching up to Bortolozzi, keeping him honest. And let's not look away from Panda, because last time I looked away from a fight, you know what happened. There was a crash, I missed out on it, and I did a horrendous job. So now let's see, because they're side by side, and will they go side by side through Blashimon? Yes, they go. It's really fast corner where the fastest speeds are being hit. 241 I measured on my own car, but I suck at driving. So yeah, and that's Panda overtaking Humans right there, but Humans is not giving up. He will have the faster and later braking zone than Panda, and Panda is back up into P10. So that was really close as Aitama and Bortolozzi come into the pits, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So let's see how those guys into the pits will come out right now, as we see Bortolozzi being overtaken by Mado. So yeah, let's keep looking at Panda, because he is really close to everyone. Ori right now doing also really well in the Sahara for his bedtime crew. Had a pretty sloppy exit out of the first corner, and you know, you need to have a good exit out of that corner, because you know, it's pretty much straight. You know, you can't just, you'll be slow, and yeah, so it'll be easier to capture. And hello Smiley Van, nice to see you again, long time no see. Oh, and Panda right now had a fight that we missed out in the camel straight, but it's not over yet, because Panda, for a rookie, is doing really good. I mean, a rookie in league racing, of course. I don't know how much he has raced overall on Sims, and looking at it, he's really doing good. So props to you, man, and thank you for competing in the Formula 3 championship. Yep. On the leaderboard, we see Cheeky Monk right now catching up to Ori. Every time I say that, they gain some time on them, so you know, that's pretty ironic, but you know, don't worry about it. Alright, so Panda 8 is slowly losing some time. Will this work? Yep, it works. So as we see, he's gaining some time right now. Later on the braking zones, as we can see that Panda is, you know, faster in the, well, in sector 2, I guess, around, and is catching up to Humans, while Humans just catches it back in the last few corners. So Humans, outstanding defending from you right there. As Soderbergh finally came into the pits, and Hazy overtakes Soderbergh, and I think Hazy came into the pits already. So that will be interesting to see. Let's see if Panda would have a better pretty much braking zone, I would say. Soderbergh into P2, he's already out of the pits. Pedrosa is right now into the pits as well. You lose around 24 seconds, I think, or 18, something in between that it is. So let's look at Pedrosa coming out of the pits. Who will he be able to fight? And I think that will be Spencer Hewens he will come side by side out of. So Hewens right now crosses Pedrosa, but who will be able to come out first out of the pits? And that was Pedrosa. So close, really close for them. Hewens lost the position right there, as Panda is still behind him. So yeah, Smiley, yeah, I know it's been a long time, it's been 3 days, yeah, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed your army cadets, mate. Let's continue, as Bortolozzi and Freeman are about to have a fight. So yeah, really close to each other, and I wrote some things. This, of course, reminds me of 1986 Sana and Mansell battles. You know, it's not just as iconic as that was, but you know, it's drivers fighting really hard against each other, pretty much trying to get that higher position of each other as well. So it's really nice to see that there's some good racing going on right here, as we're looking at Panda 8 right now, still behind Hewens. And imagine if he passes Hewens finally after that long fight. That'll be amazing, as we have 2 more minutes to go. We have Bortolozzi, who's slowly catching up to Freeman. So Freeman going really slow. As we see, Bortolozzi took his really nice line and is actually going faster. And will he be able to throw a dive on down the outside into this corner? No, but he has better traction. I think, I don't know, he synced into the circuit. He got a bit more confident. And Hazy pitted right now, so I was wrong about Hazy pitting. Hazy is into P2 right now. So let's look at Bortolozzi. Will he be able to make a change in the positions? Will he be able to go 1 position higher? We got no clue yet. So we're waiting, as Bortolozzi side by side with Freeman right here, as they're going through Blassimon, and Bortolozzi has defending to the inside right here. And let's see what will happen into the chicane. He will have the later braking zone, and as we see, Freeman braked later, and Bortolozzi did an amazing job to pretty much stop him, to block off the road. And Smiley, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'm joining the Area 51 raid. Sorry, mate. And who was that? Someone just went off track, and that's Matty L right now. I don't know, he made a mistake right there. So Matty L falling down into P11 and now is sandwiched between Freeman and Bortolozzi as Soderbergh right now overtook Hazy again after that pit stop. So good stuff right there. But let's look what Matty will be able to do, because he was right behind Panda, I assume, or was that Freeman? I don't remember anymore. And Def saying Jacobs for the win. Def, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry for that DNF, mate. Next race will be better. Next race, I want to see you in the top 5, top 3. You know what? Even top 2. I'll see you there. So Veo right now comes to the pits, and Madel closing up slowly to Bortolozzi as we have 35 seconds left, plus 1 lap, I think it was. And yeah, that will be interesting as Essex is slowly also pretty much close to Baccio. So as we see, the drivers started pushing for the last moments of the race. Madel still is behind Bortolozzi. Sad things right there. Essex is Essex, right? Yeah, Essex right now into P4. And let's look at Soderbergh right now coming through. Will he be able to get that one more lap? Come on. And no, he's especially braking. He's braking to finish the lap. What a legend. Oh, that was great to see. Alright, let's look for some last lap drama as Soderbergh won the Grand Prix of Canada. Madel, will he be able to snatch his position back from Bortoli? And there he goes through Blaschimonde to P10, but that's not it, as Bortolozzi does a little switcheroo and they're still going side by side. But Madel is the more dominant into the stern, or is he? As he goes really wide and then makes a mistake and makes Bortolozzi go wide. And Bortolozzi, will he give that position back? No, he did not give that position back. So Madel into P11, P12, and Baccio P3. Well done for those guys. As we see Soderbergh making some nice donuts right in front of us. Ori finishing in P14, Sarv P15, and Suzani P16 in the end. We have 1 lap behind a linked tick. So yeah, that was the race of Spa. After this, we will have a race of Canada, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, or however it was called, Ile Notre Dame. Sorry, my French is not on point today. So yeah, that was Soderbergh, props to you. That was pretty funny. Legend. And I'm so stupid for leaving my safety car on the grid, but you know, that'll be fine. So we got 2 DNFs. That will be Veo and Def, and Soderbergh for the points. P1, Hazy, P2, P3 for Baccio, and S6 for P4. Sorry, I keep stuttering and I keep making my words different, but you know, no issues for that. It was a good race. Soderbergh, well done to you. Hazy, you know what, every driver, well done for you. And right now, as we're about to change servers, we're gonna go to my cut screen. So we'll be right back with you guys.
Apex.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 2 to the Canadian Grand Prix at circuit Gilles Villeneuve, a circuit with long straight fast corners and a circuit that is really heavy on the brakes. We had some nice stories, for example Kubica, who came back 1 year later after his horrendous crash in 2007 and won the Grand Prix in 2008. But now let's look at the track information right here for circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Round 2. This track has really hard braking and brake overheating is a big problem right here. In total we have 14 corners. The length of the lap is 4.361 kilometers and the distance from the grid to turn 1 will be 159 meters. A driver changes his gears around 52 times in total. And the pit lane time loss is around 18 seconds. Top speed hit was around 241 kilometers an hour right before the longest straight. And Wall of Champions, remember, is always waiting for you. So now let's look at the lap that I've made myself in Canada. So there we go through 13 and 14. On the right side there's the Wall of Champions. I collected at least 5 champions, and right now going really fast through the main straight. Here's the start and finish line, we just crossed it, and around the white floor we break down to 3rd gear, hold it in there and then drop down to 2nd gear through Virage Senna. And you need to be really early on the throttle here, of course. In front of us we have turn 3 and 4 breaker right before the 100 meter board, and here's where Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel had a controversial moment, of course. Next turn 5 is flat, and there we go into turn 6 down to 3rd gear. Watch out on the curb on the outside of this corner because that will just make you go spinning. Use as much track as you can, but watch out on the wall to the left of you. Now a really long straight, of course, and behind us we have a really hard braking zone by the viaduct. Down into 3rd gear. Watch out on the sausage curves, on the inside of the curves, because they'll make you go flying. So that was turn 8 and 9, and now we're going down into Le Pingle, turn 10. Around the 100 meter board we're gonna stop our braking, down into 2nd gear we go. And exit is crucial right here because you have a really long straight in front of you, which I kinda messed up. But that's why I'm commentating and not driving. I'm not here to set good lap times, of course. And at Le Pingo, Kubica has his horrendous crash, of course. And now we're going through the casino straight off Canada. Top speeds will be hitting soon with 241 kilometers an hour. And then we go into the heavy braking zone into turn 13 and 14. And watch out for the Wall of Champions to the right of you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a quick lap of Canada circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to circuit Gilles Villeneuve with your host DCryp. Is there any Assetto Corsa? Just cruises. May I recommend you just joining the this normal Assetto Corsa server, like the original one, and on there you will definitely find some people that will want to do cruises. As we're right now waiting for, because Ojani, I can't really tell you because, you know, I got no clue. I would love to tell you, but I got no clue. So in my opinion, I think you just need to join the original Discord. As my graphics are a bit stuttery on this track, but it's okay as we join and the end of the practice. Smiley asks, what do you think of Hamilton? I mean, I think Hamilton is a good driver. I mean, he has 5 championships, of course, but also he has the best car. To be honest, no hate, you know, just you know, just has the best car. But, you know, really good driver, of course. So yeah, Noski. Oh mate, yeah. So this will be really interesting. Really interesting to see in Notre Dame, as I talked, you know, on the circuit on the quick lap that I shown you around. That I said about Kubica, about the Hamilton moment, of course. And this is a lap for newcomers, pretty much. Well, rookies to make their first win mostly. For example, Lewis Hamilton, who's made their first win. Danny Rick. Danny Rick, who also made his thing. And let's see what the guys are chatting. Will be some wall taps hit some for sure. Guys on the track, come to the pits, we can proceed. Won champions. Yeah, so last time Hampus Soderberg won as he was into P2, and I forgot who was into P3. Yeah, just don't mind that. That never happened as we're waiting for qualifying to start. 10 minutes of qualifying. Of course, again, 10 laps of fuel. I think this time it's fixed. And we'll see if Hampus Soderberg, who is right now the championship leader, if he will be able to stay in that spot. And yeah, interesting stuff right there. So, false start is a drive-through penalty, of course. And Baccio says good luck, have fun. And yeah. Interesting stuff. Let me just get my papers right, and everything is perfect right now. So here we go with qualifying. He was the first person to leave the pits. Let's see. It's Hazy, the last time P2, and actually in the championship, the guy that is in P2 right now. Let me just go really quick into full screen. There we go, way less laggy. I'm sorry about my shadows lagging. I got no clue what's wrong with them, but you'll just have to bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. So let's look at Hazy right now, who is making his outlap. We'll go straight to him to see what happens behind. Pedrosa right now on the outlap as well. Yeah, there's only one TV camera, so I cannot change between modes. Someone said ACTV. You know, you can set up camera modes, but I have no clue how to do it. Maybe on the next race I'll figure it out. Here we have Defdo right now, who DNF'd, oh that rhymes, who DNF'd right in the last race in Spa, so unfortunate luck for him. And yeah, exactly, Smiley. I know, I'm really professional. I wrote everything down, I wrote the team down. So guys, as you see those cars coming through Lepingo, and I think they're leaving each other some space, of course, because they don't want to be held back. Let's go a bit in the back. Cheeky Monkey and Sarv really close to each other. Panda 8 keeping some distance, you know. Aitema, you know, lets himself get some time here. So let's look at Hazy right now, who will be the first one to start a flying lap. And let's see if Hazy will be able to, you know, make a difference in this. So here he goes, Hazy through the pit straight. This is of course a DRS straight for Formula 1 cars, and Formula 2 cars, and the next game Formula 3 cars, but you know, we don't have that yet. And yeah, let's see what Hazy will be able to do as he comes through Virage Senna. Right now a tap of oversteer and a little bit of correction right now as he's about to go into turn 3 and 4. Let's see what that will be. As behind him really close is Hampus Soderberg, the pole sitter right now. Well, not pole sitter, but the winner of the championship. So interesting stuff right there. Hazy, I wish you good luck, mate. Let's look at Jeff Jacobs right now. We had a fan of Jeff Jacobs somewhere. Let me look in the chat. Let me look in. I saw something about Jacob. Yeah, no clue, mate. Anyway. So Jacobs right now behind them. We have Pedrosa setting a lap time, and Hazy is blocking Soderberg a bit. Soderberg is going to overtake him, but that's some time lost for Soderberg right now, as we see. Yep, that's a lot of time lost for Soderberg. So unfortunate luck for him. Hazy, I mean, nothing he could do about that, but Soderberg definitely is not going to be happy with that. And where is the pole sitter? Oh, that is Hazy. Okay, sorry guys, I lost myself a bit there. It's late. Yeah. So they're going side by side and through turn 13 and 14 as Hazy goes wide because of that and lost his lap time, and he joins kinda unsafely, making Jeff Jacobs brake really hard. And yeah, unfortunate stuff right here. So Soderberg with a 1 minute 30.5 almost, 4:99. Behind them we have Pedrosa with a 1:31, Def with a 1:31.101. Let's look a bit in the back as we have Tim Eintema coming through and some other guys. Let's see, that will be Sarv into P4 with a 1:33. P5 that will be Baccio, and then P4 will be Eintema coming through his Essex right now. What will that be for him? Nothing. That's the start of a new lap, start of a new life, and start of everything too. So Richie, thank you for loving the stream, mate. I love you too. Alright, Smiley, you're amazing too, mate. Thank you for watching, because without you the stream wouldn't be possible, of course. So we see Bortolozzi coming into P7 right now, even though on the right it's a P8. That might have been a glitch right there. So yeah, interesting stuff right here. They have only time, I think, for 2 laps if they keep going. And that's a Veo in the wall. So he's going back to pits. Let's look at Hampus Soderberg and Hazy, who are behind each other. What kind of lap that was set. I'm expecting Soderberg will go 2 seconds faster. It's just Soderberg, honestly. Let's see as he goes through 13 and 14. And watching out for the Wall of Champions. What will Soderberg be able to set? There he crosses the line, and that's a 129.7. That's 1 second faster. Hazy puts himself into P6. Harsh luck for him. Really unfortunate, actually. Freeman comes out of the pits right now near Hazy, so Freeman will be able to set a lap soon. And Cheeky Monk puts himself into P2. Well done. So there's a bit of a separation between Soderberg and the rest of the grid. 2 seconds around, well, around 1 second, I would assume. And Aitama puts himself into P3. Where is Bacho at? I'm expecting Bacho to, you know, finish this off. Bacho, I'm expecting him to go into P3. Bacho, will you set a new time? Will you be able to get yourself a P7? No, that wasn't the case, sadly. But Bacho, next lap you're doing it. I want to see you in the top 5, mate. We continue with Panda 8, who last round had a really good fight. I think that was with Pedrosa, Aitama as well, and Mado, yeah. So that was amazing from him, as we see Panda coming through 13 and 14. Really well driven. You know what? I love this track. It's a good track. It's just, it flows really nice, you know, with me. So yeah, P16 is still for Panda right there. So let's see what he'll be able to do. Let's look at Aitama right now, who's coming through that chicane right now. Not chicane, what would you call it? What did he call that again? Hairpin, there it is. He was behind Pazzi. We almost had person crash into the Wall of Champions right there. So yeah, Hazy right now doing pretty good. Last time he did better. I think he was into... Yeah, I mean, he finished in P2, so he did amazing. Still doing really good. And here we have Jacobs with an outstanding time, putting himself into P2. Aitama started a new lap right there, I think. Yep, here he starts. So let's look on the inside with him. As in front of him, we have Bacho coming out for another lap. So we're going to see how Bacho is going to finish everyone off, how he's going, like I said, be in that top 5 right there. Essex right now put himself into P5, so well done for him. Let's look on board with Bacho. Oh, you know, why wouldn't we look on the inside of Bacho? That sounds really weird now I say it, actually. But had a snap of oversteer right there to the right. And let's see, actually, because I forgot what team he was in. It was in Fierce Racing. The Serbian is in Phrase Racing. Sorry, I had to release some air right there. So yeah, Mado right now sets a P2 time while I was looking at the sheets. So let's look at Sarv, because we know Sarv is capable of things. We know Sarv will be able to set himself in a good time, as we have a lapped car right there coming through, or a car that's on his in lap right now. So let's see what Sarv will be able to do, as he's in this kind of pack right here. Cheeky Monkey getting that toe from Ori right there. So, Cheeky Monkey is doing smart work right there. As he puts himself into P5, that's still good for him. Let's look at what Sarv will be able, as he goes over the sausage curbs. Doesn't put it into the wall there though. Someone in chat, please remind me. Oh wait, Cheeky Monk puts himself into P2, and that's Sarv putting himself into P3. Bacho right now starting his outlap, so let's see what Bacho will be able to do. And Tim Aitama still in P5, did not improve his time. Let's look at what Bacho will be able to do, and Sarv actually coming really close to Soderberg. Soderberg also on his outlet. Let's see if he'll be able to improve his time. Let's see, no time improved, and now all eyes are on Sarv. Will he be able to take pole position in Canada? It will be really amazing to see, because Soderberg is low-key dominant right now. And someone in chat, please remind me to click on back to pits after the race starts. Thank you very much, I don't want to forget it again. So yeah, the closest people right now are Sarv and Soderberg to each other right now, battling for pole position, as Dev sets time from P11 to P12 it was, I think. Or I might just be blind, as we see behind Sarv, who is a Cheeky Monkey warming up his tires to start a new flying lap. So yeah, we'll see what that will be, as Sarv had a little bit of a correction, had oversteer, corrected it, and you know, exit is crucial for the casino straight, as we see the DRS sign in the back. So yeah, let's see what that will be. Let's hope he will be able to beat sometime, because that will make things interesting, as he's coming right now through 13 and 14, really close to the wall of champion. That was millimeters away, getting that toe from the guy in front of him in the bedtime crew. And will he be able to set pole position? Oh, that was really close, but there he goes into another lap. That might be another chance for him to thing. And Smiley, I know I am the only one that can remember that. I really hope I remember that. But Jacobs puts himself into P3, knocking Meadow down to P4. Meadow will Meadow be able to start another lap? That'll be interesting. 3, 2, yes, he started a new lap behind him. We saw another guy coming through. What time will he set? As Sarv finishes his qualifying session in P2. Let's look at Meadow though. What will he be able to do? Man, my rhyming skills are on point today. Here we have Soderbergh again, trying, you know, I think Soderbergh is showing off at this point, actually. You know, I think he's just showing off. Like, he's doing really fast laps every time, and now he's, you know, just doing one more lap to you know, get that 1 minute 18, get that world record, you know. It's cool to see though. Jacobs has a really close chance of coming through into the top 3. I mean, he's already in the top 3. Will he be able to knock Sarv out? That'll be interesting to see. Let's look at Jacobs right now. Will he be able to knock Sarv out, as he's 0.2 off the pace? That's a bit faster than Sarv is, off the pace from Soderbergh, so that might be interesting. Please someone remind me to get rid of the safety car. Alright, here we go as he goes heavy braking into 13 and 14. And a wall of champions on the left of him. And oh, he is in the wall of champions. And that's really unfortunate, because he could have beaten him. And actually, will he beat him? Yes, he actually beated him. Oh my god. I don't know if that was me that just glitched out there, or if I did some stuff, but whoa, that was really close right there. So Jacobs right now into P2, knocks down Sarv into P3. Well done, Jacobs, from you. Sarv also well done, putting an amazing time. Bacho really close. Will he be the next person to come into the top 3, or maybe snatch that pole position as well from Soderbergh? Who knows? No, he won't. He stops it right there, and that's qualifying over for you guys. So let's look, as Tim Eitema dropped it on the last lap. Unfortunate stuff really there. So now we're waiting for the qualifying. Let me just write some things down for my sheets, because after this I have interviews with those guys going on. So Hampus Soderbergh, of course, we're gonna ask him stuff, right? You know, I'm gonna write it down later. I can remember. My memory hasn't been the best, but I can remember. So what I'm thinking right now is I think the fuel is fixed right now. So those guys will be starting with 10 laps of fuel in their tank. Also, what I'm questioning myself is who will be able to snatch pole position, as yeah. Someone said, Hampus, can you teach me? Hampus Soderbergh is just killing it. Look at this time. He just went out for a time to show off. He's, oh my god. Oh, that was great. And now, here we are on the grid. You know, look at the back. My car looks so different from everyone else's car. That's really interesting. So let's, please remind me to get rid of my safety car before the first guy comes through. And I'm hoping for no carnage right here, as the lights are gonna appear in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Here are the lights. I hit my microphone accidentally, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're waiting for them all to go black, and it is lights out, and away we go. That's a good start from Soderbergh. Has he right behind him? I mean, that's Jacobs, and Sarv right now has a good start right here, but Mali right now is side by side with the guy behind him, and they have a little bit of contact right there as they're all going through curve center right there. Mado right now really close behind Bacho. So Mado right now is going side by side with Bacho. Hopefully no one will go off the track. Didn't see any carnage right there, and Def is lost again. bad luck, Def. Really bad luck. I hope to see you up. Actually, maybe if you come to the pits, maybe you can do some switcheroo right there with the strategics. So let's see. In the top, as Sarv is battling Jacobs right now, and they're coming closer. So actually, I'm gonna get rid of my safety car because I don't want anyone crashing into it. And Sarv, will he be able to set a dive bomb? No, he had a little sneak peek though into turn 7 and 8, or 8 and 9, I think it was. So Sarv goes a little bit back, and I think there was a crash. Yep, that's Hadi and Pedrosa right now in the dirt. No clue what happened there. Maybe one of those guys is recording right there. So Dev back up into P14. Really close between Sarv and Bacho. Bacho right now actually coming up to Sarv. So that's interesting to see. Let's look at Hewins, who's right now fighting Bortoli, and it's gonna be 3 wide. Will it be 3 wide through well, that's impossible to be 3 wide through turn 13 and 14. And okay, that was Bortoli right there, and Freeman having a little bit of bump as oh, and Bortoli hits the wall of champions. Okay, that was really interesting. Thank you, Richie, for reminding me to remove the car. Alright, so Sarv came into the pits. A lot of people came into the pits, and it's a 3 wide almost right now. Will it be 3 wide through turn 1? No, it won't, as Def is up to P7, so well done from him. As behind him, we saw Lucas Bortoli go really wide, and of course, Linked Dick makes use of that, does a little switcheroo, of course. Yeah. So, Soderbergh first still. Medal of Honor, he says. Yep, widzę, że pierwszy Medal of Honor, oczywiście. Wall of Champions he's talking about. He says first Medal of Honor for hitting the Wall of Champions there. Let's look at Essex and Medal though, because they're really close in each other right now. Will he be able to send dive bomb? No, he has a little sniff down the inside of turn 8 and 9. Please correct me if I'm messing up the turns. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue further as we have Bortolozzi right now coming to Linked Tick right now as they're going side by side, and right now they're coming into the really fast corner, and there he is, Linked Tick going really wide of Lepingle, so that's really unfortunate for him. Bad stuff right there. Let's look at Sarv. Let's see this highlight as he's doing. He's throwing one down the inside. It's from Lepingle on Hewins, goes really wide and battles him off really well. Good stuff from him, but it's not over yet as they're going side by side through Casino Square. Essex right now closing on Medal as well, so this might be interesting, and yeah, I'm hoping to see some good stuff right here into turn 13 and 14, and maybe, I hope they won't hit the Wall of Champions, because that would be really unfortunate. Sarv over the curbs, he goes, and Sarv makes it sit there. Well done from him. But behind them we have also Hewins and Panda going, Hewins and Sarv going side by side, right? Am I right? Yeah. Hewins and Sarv going side by side. No, that's not Sarv. Oh, it is Sarv. Okay, so Hewins and Sarv are still going side by side, and oh, that is a touch from Sarv into Hewins, and Hewins made a little drift right there, but he recovered it. Well done from him. So it's really tense between those two. Let's keep looking at them though, because they're about to go into turn 3 and 4 right there. No, it's not 3 and 4. What am I saying? I'm messing up the turns. I'll shut up about the turns. Sorry guys. Oh, and that's the guy out. Who is that? That is a Veo in the wall. That was a horrendous situation right there. That could have been a big crash, and that is, if there was a safety car, that would bring it out. Yeah, so Veo disconnected. Unfortunate stuff for him. I have no clue if you're allowed to disconnect actually. Yeah, no clue. So Essex and Mado right now. Soderbergh still leading away. You know, if pole position for him, it's done. He's just gonna win the race. So yeah, let's look down at Hewins and Sarv, because those guys still are behind each other. And in my opinion, I'm not supposed to say my opinion, but in my opinion, nothing should have been happened after that incident, because, you know, it's a race incident. There was not a lot of advantage gained, but we'll see tomorrow. You can look further behind as we see Freeman and Suzani. Actually, Freeman and Panda. Freeman is catching up to Panda right now. So this is going to be really interesting to see as Hewins is in the slipstream, and they're going side by side through turn 1. And who will be able to set a better... who will be able to have better grip in this corner? No one knows, as Sarv still stays in his position, as Freeman still catching up to Panda as they go through turn 3 and 4. That's the turn I know. Turn 3 and 4 they're about to go through, and Freeman doing really well, really outstanding from him. Hewens again though is catching up to him. Is catching up to Sarv, so that was a little slip we've seen from Hewens. So Hewens is doing... I don't know what's happening to Hewens. He dropped off a bit, and yeah, so that's interesting to see as Panda behind him defended to the inside, but now because of Hewens made that mistake, Panda is catching up to Hewens, so that's going to be interesting to see. Sorry, pardon me right there, as Panda and Freeman try to have a little bit of a race, but I can see that Freeman will be able to, I don't know, catch up to him because they're in the slipstream range right now, and Mado and Soderbergh come into the pits. So this is going to be interesting because it was really close between Jacobs and Soderbergh. So what will happen there? We got no clue, as we see Soderbergh right now comes out into P4, but those guys in front of him have not pitted yet. So that's going to be interesting, really interesting to see, as there's still a midfield battle going on between those guys, between Panda, Hewens, Sarv and Freeman. As Meadow comes out of the pits right now, what place will he be able to set? Let's see. And he comes out in P13 behind Panda, I think it is. But the thing is, he was going side by side, and he is going side by side with Hewens right now. So Meadow does a great job of attacking Hewens. He saw him napping, of course, and you know, just done it. But it's not over yet because Hewens right now is furious, going through turns 6 and 7. And as you see, he had a lot more throttle there, so I think he has a faster sector too. And right now he's trying to get the slipstream, but Meadow is trying to break the toe, of course. And now we look how Hewens defended from Meadow, or Meadow defended from Hewens. Sorry, it's late, I'm tired. So Sarv, really well done from him. Hazy right now closing up to linked tick right now. Def P6 from P17, so I think he just made the undercut work. I don't think he... Oh no, he's actually going to the pits as I say it. Oh wow, would you believe it? So Soderbergh right now into P4. He's making really good times, but so is Tim Eitema. Really well done from him. Eitema doing really well. He's doing pits right now, putting himself into P13, P3, sorry, pardon me there. As he started around in P7, I think, P7 I think it was, yeah. So yeah, Eitema doing really well. Jacobs right now into P1, and I would assume that he is going to come into the pits around in the next 2-3 laps maybe. And Soderbergh will come up to the top again as he is behind the people. Let's look at Hazy right now though, who is behind a linked tick. He's doing amazing as well. He's trying to catch up to linked tick, of course, and they're going side by side now. So Hazy doing bits right now on linked tick, and will he be able to make it through under the viaduct? They go into the heavy braking zone. Who will be later on the brakes? And it was Hazy who makes the move set. Really well done for Hazy. Let's look at the situation going on between Freeman and Panda 8. What will happen here? I'm really curious because Panda 8 doing really well. Meadow and Hewens. Meadow slowly catching up to Sarv, so Hewens dropped off the back a bit. So yeah, because he dropped off, Panda is right behind his gearbox. So this is going to be interesting to see who will have the better exit through here. As we saw Panda really early on throttle right there. So Panda is doing really amazing. The rookie who just joined the Formula 3 season, but behind him we have Freeman he has to defend from. And let's see what Panda will do. Will he scoot down the inside to try to defend? No, he kind of made a fake maneuver right there, but I think that was just him avoiding something. And there they go, almost hitting the wall of champions. That was really close from Panda. SAR 14 came into the pits, I think. No, that is a puncture. Is that a puncture? That's not a puncture. Okay, I got no clue. I thought it was a puncture. Are you sure that isn't a puncture? No, that is not a puncture. Sorry guys, got a bit distracted right there. Anyway, we continue to the fight from Freeman and Panda. So probably Sarv has hit the wall of champions right there. Already into the pits. Veo as DNF. That's the guy that left. I think he rage quit. Yeah, and that's young Ori disconnecting from the server as well. So that's a DNF for Ori. Unfortunate stuff. Better luck next time, mate. So yeah, let's look at Freeman right now. It's a really tight battle. as we look itemized right now in P4, Soderbergh P3 still. So yeah, really close up to each other they are. P10 is Freeman. Let's see, because he is catching up and he's about to go side by side through Lepingo soon. Who will have the later braking zone and who will have the better acceleration through Lepingo? Let's see what that will be, and there he does it. Freeman into P9, but it's not over yet. Who will have the better acceleration, as Sarv went pretty wide, trying to get in front because he lost some positions right there. So yeah, that's really interesting to see as Essex comes into the pits right there. Hazy up to P5, overtaking him. As you see, Freeman defending down the inside, scoots on the outside to have a better exit of turn 1, and yeah, Hewins and Panda side by side right now. Actually, that's Sarv and Panda, so Sarv doing bits right here in front of Panda right now, but let's see if Panda will be able to counter that maybe. No, so it's definite as Sarv tries to, you know, look around the outside of Hewins. Nothing happens sadly. So yeah, it's pretty late and I shouldn't be talking this out, but it's 8 minutes left, so I'm just gonna, you know, go through it. Nothing happened right there. And as the midfield gets closer, Maddo is closing up to death. So because those guys pitted, yeah, Maddo, you know, gained some positions right there. So well done for Maddo, catching up to Death. So the midfield is really close up to each other. Feels like I'm watching F1 really, but it's just way more fun to commentate over it. So yeah. Interesting as they go through Lepingo right now. Bacho is catching up to Jacobs, so Jacobs must have made the mistakes right there. Bacho, I finally learned to say Bacho because I always said Baco, and in my team introduction video I also said Baco. Unfortunate really. So let's see if Bacho will be able to do something, because you know, they're looking who will pit first. If Jacob pits first, Bacho will go for that overcut, and I'm pretty sure that it will work out for him. I'm pretty sure that that overcut will work for him, because you know, you come out of the pits, your tires are really cold, and you know, you just don't have that overall grip. But if you know, you just do that overcut, your tires are like this, they're not worn as they to the point that they're dying, you know, then you should just be able to make it, unless you make a mistake because you're pushing so hard. So you know, really, I would want to see something happen, but let's see who will pit first, as we're going to the midfield battle soon, but the grid has spaced up a bit from each other. So let's see, at Bacho behind them we see Soderbergh creeping up, and you know, it's not a good sight if you can see Soderbergh far away in your mirrors, and you're gonna see Soderbergh catching up to you soon. So yeah. Well done for him. Let's see if Jacobs will pit this round. No, he won't. So will Bacho go for that undercut? No, he won't as well. Let's look at Maddo though. Is that the person I wanted to look at? No, I wanted to look at Panda and Hewins, as Panda goes a bit on the grass right there through that turn, as they're about to go through Lepingo right here. And Panda lost some time on Hewins right there. Sarv overtook Pedrosa. Pedrosa went into the pits, so Pedrosa finishing off the grid right here. We're looking at Panda. He had a sloppy exit from Lepingo right there. Really bad stuff. And Bacho is catching up to Jacob. So this might be the point of return. Will Bacho be able to overtake Jacobs before they go into the pits? They have 5 minutes left to pit. Soderbergh is 5 seconds away from them. So no matter if they have to pit anyway, or they did pit and I missed out on it, that's possible as well, but I don't think so, because they would have been behind Soderbergh at this point. So let's see, because Bacho doing bits right here, he's doing amazing. So you know, getting Jacobs to get those nerfs and actually putting some pressure, as we saw a lock up on the front right of him right there, and the sloppy exit. You know, he's trying to be as fast as he can, of course. And yeah, that's really interesting to see right here. We see Soderbergh, who's 4 seconds away now. It was 5 seconds away, so soon he'll be behind those guys. Let's see what will happen right here as Cheeky Monkey overtakes Panda, and they have a little fight going on right here. Let's look at that little fight right there. Oh, and that is, I think Bacho scraped Wall of Champions right there. Not a big issue right here, but he might have scraped it, you know. Bacho is setting faster lap times as well than Jacob, so this is going to be interesting to see who will have the better grip. And I think Bacho, you know, as done way more conserving, and that's Pedrosa with that DNF right there. So unfortunate for Pedrosa, and that's Mali Baggio going through the grass right there. So unfortunate for him, bad luck. So now you have Soderberg coming up to him, and let's look at Freeman closing up to Essex, which is interesting as they go through 13 and 14. It looks like they hit that Wall of Champions, but I think it's just a glitch of the map, to be honest. I don't think they hit it completely. Maybe it's just a little millimeter away. Who knows? As Soderberg set the fastest lap time, last lap, and there's 4 minutes left, so everyone that needs to pit in those 4 minutes, because otherwise it could be a disqualification or a big penalty right there. So we see Freeman right now, who's really close up to Essex. Maddo right now, who done amazing. He's been overtaking Panda, Hewins right now, and right now he's up trying to fight Def in front. So yeah, well done for him. Let's look further at Hewins, because Hewins, yeah, he dropped off. He had a really big fight with Panda, and once I look away, something happens. This is really unfortunate. So here we have Jacobs and Baggio pitting, and Soderberg of course takes the lead again, just like I said before. Soderberg is unstoppable unless he makes a mistake right here on this lap, because you know he'll be pushing, but the fight between Jacobs and Baggio is really close as they come out of the pits right now. Baggio for Freeman Racing, and Jacobs, I'm really sorry man, I forgot what team you were going for. But yeah, so they have 2 minutes to overtake each other. The pressure is on Jacobs right now, because Soderberg is 11 seconds away right now, but the pressure is on Jacobs. So I'm curious to see what will happen right here, as we see Baggio closing up to Jacobs right here, as they're fighting right now for P2 and P3. And Def right now really close to Maddo. That will be interesting. Panda right now in the Wall of Champions as well. Bad luck for you, mate. Better next time. You know, mistakes happen. You know, you're in a really long race and it's really hard to be consistent, of course. I have the same issue, that's why I'm commentating, not driving. Let's look at Def catching up though to Maddo right here. So will Maddo be able to defend from Def? Is he a coordinator? I think Def is a coordinator. But yeah, we continue. So Def, they come through the viaduct right there. And Def lost a bit of time, but you know, it's not over yet, because Maddo can make a mistake into Lepingo. And that's my voice dying. Sorry right there. So both, they go really slow through Lepingo, who will have the better exit. And Def is pushing on really hard. He's gaining a lot of time through here, and he has a better exit overall right there. So he is catching him. Jacobs still in front of Baggio, as we're not looking at them. Yeah. Guys in chat, let me know what will happen. Will Def be able to overtake Maddo, and will Baggio will be overtake Jacobs? Will be really interesting to see, as Def still really close to Maddo, because you know Maddo must feel the pressure. And Hazy finally went into the pits with 1 minute and 15 seconds left right there. So yeah, Hazy into the pits as well. Started from P2, I see. No, he did not start from P2. That was last race. Sorry, I got it mixed up a bit. So yeah, Def right now, I think he will finish in P6. The pits finally have closed. So it's Soderberg. Will he stop again for the Zurich? And Nevix said that Jacob crossed the pit exit lane there, and that's what I saw as well, but Baggio did the same. So I don't know, we'll have to wait for the stewards to say something about that, because in official F1 or F3, F2, it would have been a penalty pretty much. Unless you're Mercedes, I'm just kidding. Not Mercedes. Rest in peace, Ori, indeed, mate. Real bad luck for him. Really bad luck, but there he goes. Soderberg coming through for his final lap of this Grand Prix. So yeah, that's amazing. They have still something to go on, but you know, as those guys are starting, I think Def and Maddo will finish this race first, I think, because last time that happened and I was really confused when it happened. And let's see if that will happen. You know, I have to learn somewhere. So let's look at Maddo and Def. Fought it till the end. Will that be it? No, that wouldn't. So alright, we need to wait. And oh, it is Baggio. That is Jacobs in the grass. And I think that's him out of the race as well. So, bad luck for him. But I think I jinxed it. I really think I jinxed it right there. So, Jacobs has fallen down. Jacob is gonna DNF. And that's Cheeky Monkey having a slight avoiding that wall. That was really close. Really fast on the throttle. But I'm trying to see where... Okay, so there he is. And oh, Cheeky Monkey had a bit of contact right there. With Kunos. So, oh, that was really close. Oh my god. Yeah, so Def doing amazing P5, and actually he's really close to medal. So let's see if they will be able something to do in Le Pingle, who will have a better exit. Will Def be able to, you know, throw something? He's now on the outside. Will he be able to have a later braking zone? He brakes really late, goes wide, but will he be able to do that little switcheroo? And oh, he does. He has a little bit of oversteer, and oh, that would have been really close. But we still don't know as medal, and Soderbergh has crossed the line to win the Grand Prix. Baccio in P2. P3 is Tim Eitema. Medal in P4, who has not finished yet. Let's see, Def really close in the end, and that indeed looked like the Vettel and Hamilton. You're right. TM Chirac said, what a shame I couldn't participate in this league. I signed up a half year ago. Yeah, mate, it's really unfortunate to not see you here. I mean, I don't know you personally. Oh, let's see Humans right now. And okay. Cheeky Monkey flew out of the map. Humans. What was that? I got no clue. But Humans backing up on track right now. That was... Ooh, okay. That was really big right now. That might have been the worst crash I've seen in this league so far, and it's been only 2 races. So let's start coming into P12. Wow, okay. So yeah, Cheeky Monkey in pits right there. So that's a DNF from Cheeky Monkey. Panda 8 finishes in P12, and a linked tick still to finish. And TM Cheek... Oh, alright. And TM... yes, mate. I'm sorry you couldn't participate in it. It's just... There's been so much delays. I've been so impatient as well by myself, and you know, stuff happened. Anyway, that was the race. That were the 2 rounds for the AOR Series Formula 3. Really well done for those drivers. Really well done for Soderbergh, who getting 2 pole positions in the begin. Baccio right there. Really well done for him. Fought till the end. Def almost literally made it, almost overtook medal. That was so amazing, and in the end we had a horrendous crash. So here we see Hampus Soderbergh, Baccio, Tim Eitema, medal, and Def. So yeah, that was a really amazing race. I was your host, DCryp, and I hope you can join my channel tomorrow, as we're gonna have highlights of the race. We're gonna have interviews with the drivers, and news what happened after those penalties and everything. So if you want to check that out, then you know, go down to my channel. It's in the description right there. You can also follow me on Twitter. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this live stream. I was your host, DCryp, and I wish you a good evening, good day, or good night. Cheers, everybody.
Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below.